I go by the name of No Cence, Los Angeles, California. Parents is from Belize, you know what I'm saying? 54th and Denker to be exact is my real upbringing area was, but Vernon and Western is, you know what I'm saying, where I learned a lot of these street shit.
Okay. So if people were really paying close attention to a documentary I dropped in like 2016, they may recognize you, right?
Yeah, man, for my brother Crown shit, yeah, man.
All right. So tell us who your brother is and what was going on back then, damn near 10 years ago. I want to say 2016 is when I dropped it.
Yeah. H-Crown, you know what I'm saying? That's my blood brother. Same mom, same dad. Belizean parents, like I said. 10 years ago, shit, so much changed, so much happened since then, man. Bro back locked up and shit. We actually just talked a couple days ago. But yeah, it's a lot.
So where's your brother from? Where are you from? And how did it end up that way?
Well, I'm from Fodies. I'm from West Side Fodies, Vernon Avenue area. You know what I'm saying? My brother Crown, he's from Fodder's Hoover over there, off Fig and, you know what I'm saying, Fig and Slauson area type, 54th and Hoover, Fig area type. You know what I'm saying? That's his area over there. How it happened? Shit, we both. At the end of the day, we both grew up in the streets. You feel me? We both. It's crazy how it's a crazy twist behind it. I don't want to throw too much of his you know what I'm saying, his business out there, but we grew up around the neighborhood car. You know what I'm saying? And then went to school. We went to school who we went to school with. You know what I'm saying? His close partners was from 5-1 Troubles, Fodder's Hoover, you know what I'm saying? Mine's ended up happening to be from neighborhood, like my real close partners. And I think from then, shit, that's really, it took off how it took off from there, you know what I'm saying?
Does it start for both of y'all on 54th and Denker?
Yeah, we both started off on 54th and Denker. We both really, 61st and Fig between Hoover and shit, like between Fig and Hoover. Like, we grew up over there like babies, Pampers and shit. From there, we went to 54th. But that's where we spent majority of our years growing up, was 54th though. Growing up, we grew up around the 5-5 neighborhood, 5-7s. Around the corner, the 5-4 VNGs. Around the corner from there, shit, the 5-1s, 5 deuces. In the 50s, like really like middle. When I say middle, it's like serious, like, you know, outside of that, six dudes brims going to the Slauson swap meet. So we was in the middle of that shit.
Now, many people have heard of stories of siblings being from rival sides.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if there's an interview where both siblings have been able to tell their stories
together.
Well, not just together, but yeah. Well, you were on the documentary with your brother.
Yeah, I was.
And now we got you, man, many years later.
Many years.
Yeah, but I always known about you.
Yeah.
And I think your brother went out his way to keep me away from you for some reason.
Man.
Can you speak about that?
Nah, that's big bro, man.
Yeah.
That's big bro energy. I don't knock it, because I know where he was coming from. It was like a more of a protective space than, and not really understanding. I think on my understanding of it, like I know exactly how you just started, you know what I'm saying, like speaking on it in a sense, like this shit been going on for years, you know what I'm saying, this type of shit been going on for years. People having siblings and all that type of shit, from rival hoods, and be they best cousins and motherfuckers they chill with on a regular basis, you feel me? So, and they don't get a chance to express that shit in the world like that because of the attachments to it, you know what I'm saying?
Now, you guys are close in age.
Yeah.
Usually siblings that are close in age kind of stay together and move together.
Yeah, people. Yeah.
So what happened?
It get deep. I mean, at the end of the day, I was really like that's big, bro. Like if anything, my big homie experience came from my big brother. It didn't come from a nigga that when I got put on 40s or being around my niggas in the 5.5s or nothing like that. Like I really seen big bro like be that nigga. You know what I'm saying? To the point. I'm like, all right, if a nigga gonna pull any pages off of anybody's book, it's gonna be big bro. If a nigga gonna do it, you know what I'm saying? And if it, cause bro was he a sharp nigga on top of that too. Everybody get caught up in from time to time, go through their emotions and shit, but you know, yeah.
So it sounds like you looked up to Big Bro a lot. Why didn't you gravitate towards Five Deuce Hoover and 40s became the home for you?
Nah, I would have been from Hoover's if bro would have. I brought it up to him. You know what I'm saying? And this when I was fresh, when I was thinking about banging. You know what I'm saying? At that time, and he brought a nigga home to the house one day from Hoover or whatever that I went to school with, and I'm like, bro, he could put a nigga on. Like he my age, my size, all that. Like he like get the fuck away from me, bro. Like. So it would have happened because that was like the peak of me being on that type of timing. You know what I'm saying? But he pushed it away. That's just from following his footsteps as well. Like that was my timing from doing like to tap into it, and being his little homie was gonna be the first thing. Period. I was gonna be doing. You know what I'm saying? So it played out how it played out though. But going into the I got cousins and shit, you know, folks I really like been from yay high that nigga grew up with from the area from 40. So, you know, from there shit. Once I said I was ready, and a couple, you know, time went by a little bit after that. It wasn't right after. It was a little bit time after that.
Okay, so I remember your brother talking about being a part of different cliques before he made that transition to Five Deuce Hoover.
Yeah, 5-Star Panic and all that.
Something about P's, I forget.
PSC. I was actually from 5-Star Panic.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to ask you. Did you dabble with some cliques before you became a 40?
Yeah, I was from 5-Star up at John Muir. Yeah, so you know and when he was like I said a couple years older than me, so he graduated, and when I went to John Muir, he wasn't around the people I was around, you feel me? So I was from the rival at that time, you know what I'm saying? Like I was
to his clique.
Yeah, like I was from 5-Star Panic, he was from PST. We got into it all the time at school, you feel me? So
isn't that funny that
is funny.
As a clique banger, you was on the rival, and then as a full-fledged, you was on the rival.
Yeah, but that's like, well, people, it's crazy because that's like this mob. Me and this nigga Ace, you know what I'm saying? Like we so tight out of my siblings. We eat the same. Like it's like we grew up so much the same. It blew my mind in a lot of areas. You feel me?
Did it ever piss him off after you either joined the clique of 5-Star or became 40s, or was just he never tripped? Like
on the clique shit or the gang shit?
Both of them. What was his reaction?
On the clique shit, that was like more kid. We wasn't on it wasn't that type of shit. Like we talked about here and there, but that was small. It was so small. It was like. The gang shit, that was a little more different, you know what I'm saying? He was in jail when I got put on the hood. So that was another thing, you know what I'm saying, that he couldn't get in the way of my decision on that behalf, you feel me? So
did he find out while he was in jail or when he came home?
He found out in jail through somebody in jail, you feel me? Like your brother really from over there, your brother. I'm like, how this nigga, but the nigga who told him is the nigga we grew up with, and he a funny ass nigga too, but I ain't gonna bring him up either, but yeah, my brother found out through this nigga, and he tell me like, hey, don't tell me this shit true, whoop, you got put on this shit, bro. I'm like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, what you heard was shit, it's accurate, you know what I'm saying, I did get put on.
So that must have really crushed him. Even though you're all over the phone, you can't see his reaction, but you can kind of hear his reaction.
Yeah, if I know it fucked him up, it fucked him up for sure. But at the same time, like shit, he was the first nigga I went to for on that type of timing. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it was calling and shit. You know, if he would have monitored that a little bit more, he probably would have caught it. Like, this gonna be my little nigga. Cause it was up. You feel me? It was up.
Okay, so when he gets out of prison after learning, what was that like seeing each other face to face for the first time?
Big ass hug, long hug, strong hug. Reunited, you know what I'm saying? After a long period of time, and that was 5 years within that gap period. And then within that time, he tried to, his first 24 hours, he wanted to take me to get put off the hood. But it's like, bro, it's savage. So no, it's like he a different energy, you know.
Wait. So he wanted to take you back to the 40s to get put off.
Yeah. He grabbed Blick. You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's go. I'm like, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
Don't he know that they probably would have packed him out?
He probably would have smoked, bro. Like,
or
it ain't
worse.
Right? But smoke me in, bro. but he was on that timing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so we hit a few corners, but I'm like telling him like fake spots and shit, like shit that ain't where we be, you know what I'm saying, or hang. For his safety as well. You feel me? I'm like, bro, you sick, but you not sick as you think. Like, you're not gonna be able to probably do what you think you're going to be able to do once you're around this shit. Once it happened, like you're gonna have to probably start getting cracking immediately. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. You know what I'm saying? But thank God, long story short, you know what I'm saying, bro really liked that, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, he didn't need no big homies, bro. He was built on a real, you know, black sheep type of timing. Like but yeah.
So it sounds like he fully didn't accept your 40 identity.
Nah, not at all.
At that point.
For a little while, until he started realizing, like, more, you know, throughout the years, like, he'd say certain words that's dissing the end, you know, the end card, and I say certain shit, like, what you say? We in the same house, so it would start being, we catching certain shit. Like, man, this nigga right here, he bringing certain homies, I'm bringing certain homies. It's like at different times, at probably sometimes the same time, we walk past each, it's like, it was weird, you feel me? But we got through it.
So you got to tell all your homies, hey,
that's my brother.
Yeah. And he got to tell his homies, hey, my brother from Forks.
Yeah.
And did the friends of you and the friends of him respect that?
Yeah. After a while, at the beginning, it was like, I'm little brother, so he didn't pay he didn't tell them nothing. So they still saying certain shit after walking past. I'm like, I think I flashed on somebody after that, and from then I was like, bro really, bro really like that. Like, I you know, after a while he just started being you don't want to hear that shit, man. Like no enemy want to hear they dissing back and forth, and a nigga really done been through jail and juvenile halls and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we've been seeing recently on the internet that it's hard for guys to keep the language respectful, you know?
It is, especially after it been going on for so long, you know what I'm saying? Like, it become a habit.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And most of the time, it's like, as you said, it's more habit than deliberately disrespectful.
Nah, and I believe that too. But, you know, it's certain ones that's going to play with that area too and try to manipulate that shit until they get caught in it. And then, you know, have them stand on business in that area, it becomes a little different. You feel me? Because you don't know who playing with it though.
Okay, well, I gotta ask about your mom's, rest in peace,
Bertha Wright.
Miss Bertha. What is she experiencing with these two sons of hers that are going through, adolescence and becoming young adults?
Bertha Wright.
What is she saying to y'all? Is she and she at the time? I'm assuming she's very religious. She's very spiritual.
Very spiritual. Very.
And she's got these two sons that are she's seeing them argue all the time.
Argue, fighting, putting holes in walls, socking shit. You know what I'm saying? Mom's seeing the niggas go through the motions, even from you know, mom's being from a third world country, she didn't really understand colors and shit until she started seeing us from head to toe in it. Like, nah, that's too much blue, or that's too much red, or that's too much. You know what I'm saying? We work with the colors. We start getting tapped in, and we started. You know, LA culture grabbed us like, boom, y'all here, and y'all little bad niggas too at that. So, you know, she started tapping in from that. Then trouble from school, fights, and caught with guns and this, that, and the third. And she started tapping in. You know, we both kept it a buck with her. He told me his story. He told her that he banged. He told her he banged. I told her I banged. So it wasn't no she's lost to where we at when we do step out the house. You know what I'm saying? After a while.
So she probably did a lot of prayers.
Most definitely. We was in jail. We was in jail together at the same time before. And one of my other, you know, my sister, it's like, all I could do was pray for my mom. I'm like, moms love us too much for us to be all in here at one time. You feel me? That was wild. That was wild as fuck.
So let's talk a little bit about the incarceration. Because both you and your brother have been incarcerated. And now you're saying y'all were incarcerated together.
Yeah, my first real case was with bro, you know what I'm saying, for an armed robbery. That was, I can't even remember what year that was, but I was a juvenile. I was 17. I was 17 years old at the time. Shit, I'm 34 right now.
Did they charge you as a juvenile?
They charged me as a juvie, and bro he was already, like I said, 2 years older than me. He got charged as an adult. That's when he got that 5 years.
Is that the one that he spoke to me about that happened at a gas station?
Yeah, man.
I got caught up fucking around, just not giving a fuck. Pretty much did a robbery, trying to get gas for a car that was running out of gas. So I thought of the best solution we had was the worst solution. And robbed a dude, got some gas money, went to the gas station before we can even put the nozzle in the damn gas tank. Police pull up on us and we go to jail. So I ended up going to jail for 5 years for that stupid shit. It was pretty much a deal because there was a gun involved, so, you know what I'm saying? So I could have got 12 years, but they ended up giving me 4 and some change. So I took that as on a slap in the wrist, man, and, you know, just kept it moving.
And that's when the nigga had, I don't know, I had got that little whip from the smoker, you know what I'm saying? They gave me, I was sliding, we was just doing our thing, man. Just thinking about that shit, it was young and reckless. But from there, he wanted to drive, we was taking time. That was a cold timing, man. But yeah, pulling up on people and shit, you know, doing that little, you know, robberies and shit, getting caught with the gun and shit at the same time after the police pulled up at the gas station. Desert Eagle, under the seat, like it was a cold. My brother looked at me, like that's how I know this been in jail more than he should have been in jail. No should be like, you know what I'm saying, like advanced with knowing. He looked at a nigga dead in his eyes, like, yeah, you're gonna do a little short-term program, like, for sure. I'm like, what you mean short-term program? You feel me? You're like, yeah, for sure, they're gonna sit you down a little bit for this one. It's a little slap on it, but you're gonna be sitting down for a little bit. I just want you to know, probably 6 months to 9 months program, juvenile halls, whatever. Well, he broke it down to me. You know what I'm saying? Like in simplest form, while we would sit in the back seat together. They put us together before they separated us because they knew we was brothers. They're like, we don't usually do this, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all about to be away from each other for a little minute. So they put us together. I'm like, all right, that was smooth. So he gave a nigga that rundown. I'm like, how this break it down? Like, and that's exactly how my shit played out.
So when you got there, it was everything your brother said?
What? I went to juvenile halls, to camp. Overall, it was like 9-10 months total from the whole process and everything and all that. And I got out, and he was still doing his 5 years. He did his 5 years. He got out in Nevada, and I'm the one who picked him up.
Why did he? So this was a LA case.
This was a LA case, but there was a case pending in Vegas. So I guess that case was a little bit more intense than this, and so they wanted that. They wanted to pull him on that side instead. Yeah.
Okay. So he went from the county jail to Vegas, or did he make it to state prison and then to Vegas? How did that go?
What you mean? What?
When your brother got arrested, did he go straight to Vegas, or did he have to sit down here for a while before they sent him to Vegas?
No, he was in Vegas. He was in Vegas soon. Like they picked that shit up when they say what in was it 90 days or 30 days or some shit. They got him like that 2 days before that ending date. You know what I'm saying? Like. So yeah, they picked him up like right before the deadline could be.
Okay, so tell me what juvenile hall was like for you in camp.
That shit was a weird. It was a weird experience. It was fun at the same time. I don't know how odd that sound, but
we don't want to encourage no youngsters.
It was bullshit overall.
Yeah.
before anything. Just running into a lot of people that you ain't been seeing on the streets for so long. That you start running into. Be like, nigga, this where you been at? I know I ain't seen no funeral pictures and shit like that, so I was wondering, you know what I'm saying, where your ass been. And just catching certain, just seeing people back to back on top of the fights and shit, locking legs and shit like that. That was different. A nigga ain't never fought sitting on his ass, like scooting up on a motherfucker until nigga went there. That was different.
Is that because you shackled or handcuffed or what?
Nah, because in order to get through the fights, you got to like not be seen so you don't get caught and get no more time. So nobody trying to get no more time in that movie. Like we fighting under the toilets, damn near. You feel me? Like scoot up, like scoot up while nobody up in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But everybody know that been to camp and juvenile halls that done fought, that really fought. They know about that locking legs.
Okay. So you did 10 months, damn near a year.
Yeah, juvenile.
And your brother is still gone for almost 5 years.
4 after I got out, yeah.
So what was that like? That's the longest time not being with your brother.
Yeah. Bro was so much, he did so much back and forth from juvenile halls all the way up to his adulthood, like, it didn't feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro was in, like, shit didn't really feel like nothing.
But the 4 years is probably the longest stretch up to that point.
It was. Just seeing moms, you know what I'm saying? Seeing mom stress was like the most fucked up part. Going through her motions and loving on bro, making sure he got packages and like seeing her struggle, getting through the bills and rent and all that type of shit. Like I was able to see that front row seat, you know what I'm saying? And making sure he had a package every month was mandatory, you feel me?
Can you speak on how the heck he even had a case out in Nevada prior to the case you and him got arrested for?
That I don't know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about that case. We ain't really talked on that behalf.
Now I want to know more about. Did you guys go to elementary school together and middle school together at John Muir?
Yeah.
What was your schooling like?
Schooling was when I was in the third. He was in 5th grade. Elementary. Schooling was, we didn't see each other a lot at school like that, from what I can remember. We wasn't at like, and then John Muir, I came, he just left.
What about the school that your mom used to work at?
I was more her first student than any of my other brothers. They was already in like an older, like a higher class. I was like at the grade she was teaching. You know what I'm saying? So I was actually her student for a little minute. Whooped my ass one day on the real.
In front of everybody?
What everybody? I thought I could trip and all that just cause mom's a teacher and jump around, this. She must have got a broom, nigga poking the shit out of it. I was fucked up that day on the real.
But that must be very unusual to be in school and your mom is the teacher.
Yeah, that was different. It was a blessing, man. It was a blessing. It was a blessing for sure.
Now at that time, the streets is not really
no.
thought of at that.
Hell no.
So is it when you're at John Muir and start doing the clique stuff that you hanging out?
John Muir. I mean Western Avenue. I got a taste of it from there. That's where it's like where I said the 50s and the 5-5s. That was my childhood. Like I got most of my upbringing and at least learning and my understanding of how the streets work over there from shit elementary. Look outside, see niggas shooting at each other. Like I was wild wild west. It was real. It was real.
Okay, so then what was John Muir is more of like a pretty active school with different hoods.
Yeah.
I think both Hoovers and 40s kind of go to John Muir.
It's in the Brams. But the Hoovers for sure went there. But at a time it was 5/8 neighborhoods that was up there. Some 6-0s, some 40s. Yeah, it was a mix. It was a mix, but it got to the point we got so thick up in there we wasn't letting nobody else inside. And if they was low key as hell. They wasn't on no talking about some gang shit.
Okay. Now, did you guys attend Manual Arts High School?
Yeah.
And at that, by the time you guys get there, I'm thinking it's mostly Mexican now, huh? It used to be all black. When I was a kid, it was all black.
Nah, when I went, it was treacherous. It was dice games in the back. Nah, it was cracking. I ain't gonna lie. When I got there, it was still cracking. I remember one of my boys walked me to the bus stop because the Hoovers was floating around that motherfucker. Like, come on, bro, I got you. Like, it was that. Yeah, it was cracking.
Now, Manual Arts is kind of like the border, right? It's a little bit.
It is.
Converges where.
It's the border. But it's in the dark side, though. It's in the dark side 40s, though. You feel me? That's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? So, at that time, and like before, you know, Troubles, PST, all that shit, that's around that time and was going to Manual. You know what I'm saying? So, there was a lot of back and forth and going, you know.
So, were you still in school when you caught that case when you were 17?
I was, yeah. I was in school.
So you didn't get to finish school?
Nah.
So what's schooling like in juvenile hall? Do they give you a diploma?
Yeah, they do. It's regular school. I mean, it ain't regular school. It's class throughout the segment of the days and shit. It's just different. It's shorter periods. It's shorter. It's not school. It's not outside school. You know what I'm saying? But get your little learning here and there, but not no real learning. Like, there ain't no real learning in there.
Okay. Now, we don't really get to hear a lot about the Belizean culture, but all of this part of LA, for those who don't know, and I say this part, up and down Western, up and down Normandy, from Washington to Slauson, is full of Belizeans.
Yeah, Western cracking with Belizeans.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I found that out. I'm like, all right, this shit really.
I think one day they're gonna put a street sign over here off of Western somewhere and say Little Belize.
Yeah. They got a little restaurant called Little Belize in Inglewood. Shout out Little Belize. You feel me? But shout out Tracy's though. That's my spot. You feel me?
And there used to be a restaurant there called Nell and John's.
Yeah.
That one closed down.
Mm-hmm.
But and then all the hoods that are along Western are dominated with Belizean members.
And that's crazy because be like the most sickest. Nah, I ain't go out, you know what I'm saying, count the other niggas out, but yeah, it's like you're not lying. A lot of the hoods that I know about that got Belizeans in they hood or from they hood be the ones that really be the like don't play with bro. You feel me?
I think they're keeping the gangs surviving from the 20s to the 30s to the 40s through the 50s all the way up to Slauson. All these hoods have Belizeans in them.
I'm sure they do.
And then if you go to Belize,
mm-hmm.
you go to Belize City,
mm-hmm.
and you read the graffiti on the wall,
yeah.
you see Rollin 20s Blood, Rollin 30s Crip, Harlem Crip, Rollin 40s.
Yeah.
You see 6 Deuce Brim. You see 5 Deuce Hoover.
I just came back from out there too, not too long ago. Yeah, man.
So speak about just being a Belizean.
Nah, Belizeans is dope, man. Just growing up with a mom from a third world country, and it make you appreciate this shit. I ain't gonna lie. It make you just step out and realize that it's real opportunity. That when you go to Belize, you see that they don't have these opportunities that we have. It's simple It could be as simple as making a T-shirt, a couple of them, 4 or 5 shirts, and selling them, and then remaking your money and doubling and whatever the case may be, and having easy access to the stores and all that shit. In Belize, you have to go through a whole struggle to try to just make that little shit happen. It's just the opportunities is less, like, it's so limited out there, you know.
Did your mom talk to you about Belize and what it was like and all
Yeah,
of that?
mom's shit. What really had me like appreciate this shit a lot more. Moms used to tell a nigga stories like her going to school with cardboard in her shoes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga ain't experienced that. Niggas out here with Jordans and Dolces and shit. Niggas out here feeling good. You know what I'm saying? But to experience that type of shit, I could only imagine. I could only imagine, bro. And that's why I send shit towards Belize when I can and have the opportunities and all that to the, you know, get stuff out towards that way. And have family members that send barrels and all that.
Now, can you speak on your father and where was he at during all this time?
Our pops wasn't around at all. Like, we didn't have our father figure, you know what I'm saying? That's why I think we gravitated to the streets a lot easier than the average kid who was able to have that. I really feel that play a big ass role in the household, you feel me? Of course, we gotta hold ourselves accountable as men and human beings, you know what I'm saying? But that's definitely something major, but nah, we didn't have Pops, man. Pops wasn't around.
Did you and your bro ever link up with him?
Moms used to send me and my brothers to Belize to try to fuck with him, like to try to like just interact, get a feel of him and all that. She did that for the summer. She did that for like 3 summers, 4 summers straight, if I could remember proper. I'm about 12, 13, 11, around in that age range, and they 2, 3 years, 4 years older than me. To the point she was like, I can't do it no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep sending for y'all. Your pop saying he ain't sending for y'all. Like, that's that. You feel me? And from there, that was a big ass gap. From then, her doing that, years of not talking or seeing him. To the point I got my clothing store. He pop up, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's going on? Shit, it's like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? I leave him with some merch and shit. I'm like, but it's just, that's my upbringing with my pops. You know?
So he popped up where we're at right now?
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Few family members probably told him where my store was at, just to him to, you know, show some type of, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Hello, but it was cool. I didn't knock it. I'm like, I'm actually over all that type of shit.
How awkward is that though?
Awkward.
Yeah.
Awkward, man. Awkward.
Because that's your blood family right there, but
Yeah.
y'all ain't really tight.
Yeah.
Is it possible to build that relationship even though it's kind of late in the game?
It's possible, but it seems like it's something I have to make possible. You know what I'm saying? Which is not a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
So he's willing.
No, it's something like, this is what I'm saying. It's possible, but I would have to be the one putting more of the effort to make it happen. You get what I'm saying? Like, you would be hit to this day. You'll hit me up every blue moon, like it gotta be blue, a holiday. You know what I'm saying? Not throughout, you know.
And you don't feel like putting out that much effort.
I've got my whole life, man. I'm juggling all type of shit. To think about calling somebody to try to rekindle any flames right now, and not just with him, with anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough bargain in my world right now. You feel me?
So in order for this to happen successfully, he needs to be making the effort.
At least at least put more of effort than I'm gonna be having to put up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, hell yeah.
What do you think him showing up at your store was that?
Was the effort?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the effort shouldn't stop at one thing. You feel me? I feel the effort is an effort. Like, you will know if a motherfucker wants something, like, and trying to create a bond in history, whatever the case may be. If that's the case, like I feel we got that much knowledge enough to know that. You know what I'm saying?
Has he reached out to your brother H-Crown in prison?
I believe they talked a few times. Yeah, they talked a few times. I understand. I mean, he a trying man. That's why, I don't take nothing from him. At the end of the day, I just, like I said, me putting the effort to try to make that take place is a long shot due to, I got a lot going on. I'm a father of a little girl, you know what I'm saying, that live with me. She going on 16 years this year. My baby girl, Amaya Flores. That's who I do this shit for, man. So I'm dealing with her, dealing with my music, dealing with my business, dealing with my, my daily regular program and working out, just regular, just staying on top of my shit in order to be having to have extra shit going on right now.
So let's talk about the store. Where are we?
We are in the 40s on the rear, 45th and Western. Yeah, right across from Master Burger. It's one of the stomping grounds. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the 40s on the rear.
And what do you want the people to know about your store if you want to try to like promote it and let people know they're invited to stop by?
It's in the 40s, but it's not 40s. Like you can deal. I'm a for the people person. You feel me? My thing is for the world. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a brand that's single-handedly making clothes for my homies. I've been shipping shit from here to. I done shipped shit to Belize. I've been branching my shit out, you know what I'm saying? My brand been around for 10 years at this point. 6 years next month, having a storefront. So I'm ecstatic to just see it keep growing and elevating.
What inspired you to open up this spot and do what you're doing with you got the shirts,
Yeah.
you got the hats, but you also, you got the grill.
Yeah.
You're doing a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah, I start figuring out other ways to just bring in more money here, and outside of my just trying to sell my merch, and because I do printing for other people as well too. So that's another thing, another business that I offer outside of these doors. I've been doing family reunions, birthday parties, funeral shirts. Like I do all that here. You feel me? I do embroidery, silk screen, heat press, direct to garment, direct to fabric. I've been doing that for some years now. Yeah.
And is that the name of the spot right there?
That's the name of the spot, Run and Tell. It started from a single. Doing my music, really. Like, music is my baby. You know what I'm saying? Music is what really cracked me off doing all my shit, entertainment-wise. From acting in my videos and all that type of shit. So, music really been doing music for a long time now.
Okay, so let's transition to that. Over the years, I've been fortunate enough to interview quite a few dudes from your section.
Yeah.
I got an interview with Baby Runner, who does music. Super Loke,
My dog.
who dabbled with music.
My dogs.
Exfo, who's been pushing music pretty hard lately.
On the real.
And there's others that I haven't met. Is it Doty?
Doty 6.
Doty 6 is doing his thing. And also, I think
We got Tiny Gun, we got Tarzan the Barman. I can name so many homies that's doing this shit. Like I said, we just recently had a cypher too, not too long ago. Sikkim, Shiesty Ave, like we got homies doing this shit, really doing it. You go check their videos out, they really putting their money up behind their videos and shit. Like it ain't just no mediocre shit, you know what I'm saying?
So have you collabed with any of, because right now it seems like the 40s is really making the biggest buzz online out of any hood in LA, if I'm not mistaken. You know?
Yeah, they counted us out. They counted us out for a long time, man. I think it's time for us to have our run with this shit, and it ain't nothing nobody could stop. Cause really, what people fail to realize, a lot of these niggas been working for years. Like, they got catalogs and all that shit that you can't take away. Like, the history speak for itself. You feel me? And it's really talent over here. It's a lot of talent around here. You feel me? So the more, you know, the more the time play out, the people gonna find out how much talent around this thing. You feel me?
Definitely, and just even in terms of just personalities, it's a lot of dudes on 40s making a splash right now on the internet.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're tapped in with everybody.
Yeah, I'm pretty tapped in with the area, man. I've been around for a little minute, and I just stuck to my own guns and stayed in my own lane. I ain't really been, you know, dabbled in crews or circle of homies. Like, I pop up when I pop up, and I'm gone when I'm gone. And I've been like that for shit. I got my pack as well, but you know, shit, my nigga Chipper, I got my circle as well too. That I'm grateful for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it seems like everyone's got their crew, even though you might be from the same section.
Yeah.
You got your own little crew.
Yeah.
You know, I pulled up on Expo a few months back.
Yeah.
He had his little crew.
Yeah.
You know, but it seems like they pushing hard right now.
Yeah, the homies doing their thing, man. Shout out my nigga Doty with the Kendrick situation. You know what I'm saying? That the Hey Now record going crazy.
Do you know how that came about? How did Doty 6 get on a Kendrick song?
My boy Dope, shit. Can't take that away from my young. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, he worked hard from sitting down, making videos in jail with my other young, my cousin T.O. Tony, you know what I'm saying? He about to come home and go crazy. You know, he another face that got a lot of work with Doty as well, but got his own sound too. Like, T.O. Y'all gonna hear about my cut on the real. My little go crazy. You feel me? Outside of that, it's a lot of talent. It's a lot of talent in the hood. You feel me? It's a lot of talent in the hood.
Yeah, definitely. For a minute, your brother was tapped in with a nice little circle of people, but then he fell out with all of them dudes. Tyga, T-rell, and all of that.
Yeah.
What was it like witnessing your brother going through those ups and downs while he was trying to do his music thing?
I went. Bro came home after his bid and got plugged with that, being a security guard for Tyga. From then I went on a few events with him as well. Played a little side security, like he like watch that corner over there, bro. Like, it was crazy, you know what I'm saying? Just to get a little coins and shit with Big Bro, and to seeing the factory and all that shit with Tyga, got his whole little shit with the Last King set up and all that. It was, you know, T-rell, all that shit, all them over there. It's childhood people, man, that nigga grew up with. You know what I'm saying? That try to help bro, you know, get back on track.
So you got to witness firsthand your brother on his grind, trying to just, I guess, network and getting good.
Yeah, bro shot up. He started doing his videos. Bro started going crazy behind. Yeah, he inspired me to, like, not play with this shit. If you're gonna do it, do it. You know what I'm saying? But I did music. I was doing music on a serious scale before bro and got a little nephew named Keywan too. My little go crazy too, man. But he ain't on the scene no more. But yeah, it was just us three and really making music out of our family.
And it seemed like your bro was in a unique position because you got Tyga there messing with the Five Deuce Hoovers.
Yeah.
You got Schoolboy Q. Eventually TF from Trouble started to do his thing.
Yeah.
But it seemed like he was getting into disagreements with everyone. Did he talk to you about that and how frustrating it was for him?
Yeah, it was after he had got shot and he had felt wasn't on this corner as much as he thought they should have been. Really, as much as he would have been, I feel. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we mess up in life as people, as having expectations too high, or just there shouldn't be no expectations. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker fuck with you, they fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And I felt he got lost in that business side of things, more looking at the friendship side of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, these go to work every day. Gotta be, can't take off work and fly, come see you, and you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot. It's a lot. He didn't have that understanding. You know what I'm saying? Which I wish he did, because that was a good situation for him. You know what I'm saying? A dope situation. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, when I did the documentary, he was taking shots. Your brother was taking shots at T-rell.
Yeah.
T-rell was taking shots back at H-Crown.
Yeah.
Do you know whatever became of their relationship?
After, I mean, within that time frame of what was happening?
All the way up to, I guess, to the present. From then to the present, like.
I mean, yeah, that was when it was the hot seat. It was ugly. You know what I'm saying? When pissing on the store, all that bullshit. Like, bro, different. Like I said, he if he gonna show his ass, he gonna show that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And up until not too long ago, I just recently put him on the phone. For him to get back in a cool space with T-rell, you know what I'm saying? They talked it out. They had a good conversation. They was on the phone for over like 30 minutes or whatever.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
They back good.
Okay. And it's ironic that T-rell and Tyga, they end up falling out.
Yeah, I don't know that story too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy, because they had a lot of business together, and T-rell was helping a nigga a lot on the LA scene. Like, that's where you was getting LA. That was your LA look. You know what I'm saying? That's something I know for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Let me ask you about when you decided to become part of the 40s.
Yeah.
There were two interesting rivalries going on. Probably when you got put on, or maybe I don't know the timeline, but there was a time where the 40s and the 60s around 2013 were not cool, and then from 96 to 2006 the 40s and the 30s weren't cool. Does your introduction into the 40s overlap with those beefs, and what was it like navigating that?
Yeah, I was fresh from the hood around the 30 situation. That's years after that the 6-0 shit took place. You feel me?
Yeah. So the 30s and 40s somehow fixed whatever the issue was around 06.
Yeah.
And I guess, that's always a good thing.
After that shit, yeah, man. With us in the 60s, after the 30 situation, that was a deep one. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. Seeing strike ups and all that, hit ups on the walls and whack outs and all that shit. And it's like close cousins. You feel me? You ask me. We used to fight a lot at functions and shit like that. That was the most you was getting out of us. You feel me? Then it just other shit started taking place. It started getting a little more hectic, a little more wild. You know what I'm saying? People start going to jail. Start losing. It just started getting like reckless.
I used to hear that a lot of 40s back then used to say the 60s don't really respect us completely. They treat us like we're their little brother, and they don't treat us like an equal. And I think that's different today. But in let's say the early 2000s, the 90s was just before your time.
Yeah.
Up until the early 2000s maybe, they weren't really respected at the level they are now. Is that part of your experience, or?
Yeah, I mean, I was around all that shit. It was always a neck to neck thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we fought a lot like cousins, close cousins and shit. That's been an ongoing thing, and I think that's what helped stay keeping our hands up. You know what I'm saying? Like making sure niggas always knew how to fight. We fought a lot, like a lot.
That's crazy, because every time the 40s and 60s go to a function, it seems like there's a fight between the 40s and 60s.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. We fought a lot.
So y'all fought with the 60s probably. You probably knuckled up with the 60s more than anybody else.
Probably.
And we know
probably.
and the '60s are no slouches. So
Nah, for sure. It was real squabbles. It was real it was Thunderdomes, like real fights, real squabbles.
and it's funny, like currently in modern times, there's no question the validity of the '40s as a legitimate set. That's not to be disrespected.
Yeah.
But it took a while to get to this point.
Hell no, we've been on the map. It's been what? I'm telling you, it's been going on for a while with why it took so long for niggas to get the recognition we got musically. Street wise,
Yeah.
we've been outside for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's something the streets could speak about on that. I ain't gotta say too much of that, you know what I'm saying? But on the music behalf, it took a while for niggas to get through the door. But thank God, you know what I'm saying, they finally got some recognition to the eyes and the people who've been really putting the work in, and it's gonna be a good year, man. 2025 is gonna be it's up.
Now let me ask you about the geographic shape of the hood, territory-wise, because it's very unique.
Yeah.
I discovered this many years ago, before the internet, before social media.
Yeah.
I was like, the '40s have the longest geographic stretch going from
Crenshaw to Fig.
east to west,
Uh-huh.
from Crenshaw to Fig, or technically from Crenshaw to the 110 freeway,
Yeah.
but everyone says Crenshaw
For
to
sure.
Fig.
Yeah.
And then of course that includes the avenues, the western side, park side, and dark side.
Yeah.
What part are you closest to, and what's that like having this long? It's very long from east to west.
Yeah, I'm at the avenues, but it's very long. I mean, shit. At the same time, shit, you just gotta know this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta know it.
I think I heard a OG. I think is it Pookie talking about how all of it came together.
Free Big Poop. Man.
Oh, he's locked up.
Yeah, Free Big Poop.
Damn.
On the real, free my dog.
Yeah, he's from that era where it was early stages.
Yeah, his stories is a lot more different than mine. You feel me? So he'll be able to tell me some shit that I'll be learning. I'll be a student. You feel me?
And then I also want to ask about. There's also a good history of '40s in the gang intervention and the gang prevention with rest in peace Twin.
Mm-hmm.
He was a big part of bringing softball games together and bringing the hoods together.
Long live Twin. I think a lot of that's going on now in today's timing, bro. Within motherfuckers is tired of a lot of shit that's been going on, and I feel the ones who really aware of that and really been and feel they got a platform that they could change some shit up or help some shit, they chancing it. You know what I'm saying? They taking the chance this time around. Me, myself as well. Like, I do shit out here. I deal with Brotherhood Crusade a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Danny Bagwell?
Is over on Crenshaw and Vernon.
Yeah.
So I had a few high school students working here, you know what I'm saying? And then sign off on their hours. Shit like that, like just to open up his doors to do something different and better. Opportunities I didn't have, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Have you done music with any of these other guys that are popping right now from Foley's?
KS, rest in peace.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Long live KS. He got shit with Nipsey and RJ and shit. Been from the gang. Outside of Killer, nah, I don't. I'm really selective on. My sound is a little different than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like how they go about putting their music out. And if you tap into everybody's shit and tap into my shit, you'll get your own perspective of that. You know what I'm saying? Homies tell me I'm more on the commercial side of shit. Like, bro, you more commercial with your shit, which I don't mind. And that's what I'm shooting for. You feel me? On the real.
So you don't really be doing
no
gangster shit, huh?
I don't care for it. Like, I'm really from the streets, bro. I really been around it. I don't got no. I don't feel I'm winning, me personally, putting that in, like taking the time to spend money on the studio and record about some shit that ain't gonna really, you know, to each its own, man. It worked for who it worked for. You feel me?
Okay. I guess lastly, I want to ask you about what's it like having your big bro, your close bro, your tight bro, having to sit down in North Carolina for whatever years they talking about and being separated from him for so long.
It's tough. It's tough as because that's really, like I said, one of my like the closest sibling that I do have. You know what I'm saying? Got this name tatted on the chest. Like this really like a nigga. Like we tight. You know what I'm saying? And we talk enough though for me to not feel too lost of the situation of what's going on. You feel me?
Do you want to tell the people he got charged and convicted for, or you just want to leave that alone?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's still. I to word it properly, I would have to really look. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone, man. They got social media. They can type that. They can type that motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying?
I do want to ask you about him going live when he got arrested.
I'm getting pulled over right now. I'm going live. H-Crown. I have no guns, no nothing. Everything is good. I have nothing at all. I'll let y'all know that. And the officer's coming out now. So I'm gonna let y'all see this. I ain't doing nothing. I just want to pull over somewhere where I can be at peace with myself. You know what I mean? I want y'all to love yourself, take care of each other, take care of your families, stay together as black people. They are trying to kill us, but we didn't do nothing wrong. Y'all just stay focused, and y'all keep God first. I love y'all. Everything's good with me because God is with me. Nothing gonna happen to me because I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm just trying to go somewhere where I can be at peace and be around lights. I don't want to be on the freeway. You know what I mean? So I'm pulling over. 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 All right? Just want y'all to know that. They on me right now, y'all. Y'all see this? But I'm about to pull over. Allah, God. Y'all take care of each other. All right? God is great. God is good. Black people love each other. Everything. I got to. Because, you know what I'm saying? You gotta just stay focused out here. I'm in the high school, they trying to put me in the chase. I didn't do nothing wrong. You know what I mean? Come on. Weapons, nothing at all. They want to say I'm not from Hoover. That's the devil. Devil don't live here no more. I love y'all, bro. I'm Hoover. This shit sad. This shit weird. I'm gonna be on kill though. Y'all keep bumping my music. Y'all keep spreading that message. Y'all just, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just stay focused, stay positive. Y'all, still going live, y'all. I ain't did nothing wrong. I ain't did nothing wrong. I ain't did shit wrong. I ain't did nothing wrong. I ain't did nothing wrong. I ain't did nothing wrong.
Turn right onto South Potomac Street toward Hagerstown, then turn left to merge onto I-70 West. Turn left to merge onto I-70 West. Make a U-turn at Premium Outlets Boulevard. In 900 feet, turn right to merge onto I-70 west toward Hoover.
Trying to tell him I just want to pull over. I just want to pull over in the light, bro. I'm just pulling over in the light. Y'all gonna get me in the light. Hoover Street, I don't got shit. My window door is locked. This hand, my right or my left, sir? Can I come out, sir? The car is still in drive. I'll use my foot. I'll just take it off. How about that? It's off. I'll put the emergency brake down. I'll use my foot. Yes, sir. Face your way? No problem.
Yeah, man, that shit had me spooked.
Yeah.
It had me spooked because the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, I hope they don't air this out. I see this shit happen too many times with, and they think you got a gun or you just moving too fast or too loosely. They spook for their life. They scared, nigga. I'm thinking how scared they is for them. And just as soon as you stop, I think it's about to be a set it off scene. Like, thank God it didn't play out that way. And they was able to just, take you in and shit like that, whatever. But yeah, I was scared for him. I was actually scared for him. I'm like, what the fuck, is this real? Like, this alive too? Like, what I can see right now, everybody can see right now. I had niggas start calling me left to right. Hey, bro, your brother live right? I'm like, man, y'all, I don't need to. But I know where they was coming from. They were just trying to, give me some insight. But it was like back to back to back. I was getting calls left to right.
Yeah, from what I remember, he stopped to pull over, but then he took off again.
Yeah.
And I guess he wanted to be in a more lit, lighter, safer place.
And that's around the time a lot of that shit was going on with the killings with police, with blacks. Like, it's been going on forever, but around that specific time frame, you feel me? I feel it was like, it was hot. It was like, it was heated with that type of shit going on.
Now, a lot of people talked about that live, and they were basically saying that he was expressing basically consciousness of guilt of whatever they saying he did. He must have did it by the way he's acting in that live. What do you got to say to that?
I'm going off of how a lot of shit was going on around that time with the police killing motherfuckers, and really was scared for his life, and if he was gonna pull over, he needed some light. I feel that. I feel that for my bro, for sure.
Definitely. All right, No Cense. I want to thank you for bringing me to your spot.
Yes, sir.
I want you to let the people know, how can they tap in with you? How can they reach out to you if they want to holler?
Man, we got rntapparel.com. Shit, social medias, Instagram, No Cense, NOCENCE. NOCENCE again. You could type that in. That's pretty much what's gonna pull up all my music, my videos. Yeah, pull up to the clothing store, 45th and Western. You know what I'm saying? It's open arms. On the real, on some business. It's all open arms. Like, come pull up, come see what we doing. Food, we got the food cracking. Yeah.
All right, that's a wrap.